All right, so all of our buttons should be fixed. Let's clean up our card config real quick, because also we don't need this here, but we do. So we need this to say, instead of include button, if it's just card buttons, that should get rid of some of the white space that's here. Card buttons dot length greater than 0. There we go. Got rid of some of that space. Now I've got some console logs to get rid of, but I'll do that here in a second because I don't want to search everywhere while my screen is being shared. All right, so let's take a look. The card config, right? So that was just the page config here. So we don't need this button group or this include button here. We're gonna save that for a second though, so I can do an override maybe? Oh, do I not have overrides set up here? I do. So I should be able to take overrides. Guess not. No problem. Or maybe I can. So here actually buttons doesn't need a field to use, and it's not even something that's used. So I can get rid of that. And then our overrides, I should be able to do a conditional response here. So this should just be overrides. All right, so instead of doing the conditional statement that way, here it is. So I should be able to do something like this, where I do condition. Instead of enable intro though, it's include button. And this is just a piece of code that I found online, so we can see if it works. So I can do that. Oh, I need to do admin first. So we're doing an override there to allow for this include button to do something. So let's see if that works. Oh, so these images are also technically buttons. So luckily it should break relatively gracefully. So we'll have to come back to that. But if we come to our cards, we should now be able to do include button again. And that does pop up. Perfect. All right, so I think I just need to add this in here. All right, so that's not a very graceful solution, but it does get, I believe, things working again, but maybe not. Well, hey, I'm not really worried about that one. So let's go back to our to-do list. So if we come up here, we did do that. I believe we did all of that. So next we can start working on our schema. We can get working on a search plugin to see how that works. I haven't used it before, so I'm excited to mess around with that live. But one other thing that I wanted to do that I already forgot about, the main reason I came over here is to fix image links when card has button. And really that actually shouldn't be too difficult. Let's take a look real quick. I promise, real quick. Okay, so the problem is that I need to be able to also take all of this there. So let's bring you up to our cards. I don't know if this is exactly what I want to be doing, but we'll see. We'll give it a quick shot. Nope. Okay. So we'll figure that out later. Not something that I think is super important anyway. Okay. So let's find our console logs. I'm going to just bring this over here real quick so I can find the console logs in my search everywhere, because I don't love doing my search everywhere anywhere. Perfect. Okay. So now if I come over here, save, now I'm not getting any consoles. Perfect. Okay, so did a lot of good work here. So we've got our nav sorted out. The stylings have been fixed, even down here in the footer. I know I just scrolled by really fast. We also need to figure out why my CTA section isn't working, even though it is active. Is there no CTA section either? I have a feeling. What's broken here? Oh, card props. Okay. Button props. Oh, didn't need it there. Button props. And then here, since it's an array, again, non-nullable. Bam. See, aren't you glad that I learned how to do this? I don't have to keep looking it up. Is primary is not something that's actually necessary here. Okay, so that's fixed. So if I go to my render blocks is what I'm looking for. There it is. CTA. So I think something's happening here. Let's go to our CTA config. And then, yes, I need to call it quits. So slug is CTA. All of it's CTA. So the component, though, which is what I'm looking for. That's right, under blocks, so CTA is right, but I think this should be lowercase. There it is, okay. So I don't need to write that down in my to-do list, so I don't think I did. I think we're good. All right, well, thanks everyone for joining in. This was a good time.